Hello Westside Wellbeing Crew, I am Harriette. Welcome to our 1 o'clock session. Bit different today. We are going to do a Sunlounger meditation. Don't worry, you don't need a Sunlounger, but also if you're on holiday, you can do this on a Sunlounger. We basically want to find a comfortable seated position. You can do it lying down. And we are going to use the whole of our session today to go through a meditation journey. If that strikes fear into you, but you're lying on a Sunlounger anyway, why not give it a go? If you've not done anything like this before, don't worry, you are in safe hands. And we're just going to explore some meditation techniques. Before you get too still and comfortable, if you want to, just have a little shake out. You can shake out through the hands, through the wrists. If you're standing, you can have a little shake out, a little circle into the hips. If you're seated, wiggle those legs. You could bring feet to the floor and just windscreen wiper the knees. Just wiggle out, shake out any kind of unused energy that you've got with you in your bodies, in your minds. Maybe even blow out through the lips like a little... You can roll through the neck and the head. You could get into the shoulders. Just anything here, just to give you the best chance of being nice and still and comfortable. Now, I am going to stay in a seated position. I also am not going to be meditating because I'm going to be guiding the meditation. So you don't have to be watching what I'm doing. You just have to be able to hear what I'm saying. So once you've got all that fidgeting, all that nervous energy out of your body, find your way to stillness, seated, lying down. Now, if you are on a Sunlounger, I want you to pay particular attention as we go through all of the senses in our meditation journey, because this is going to be one of the places that you can drop back into when you meditate in your back home. So we're paying attention to all of the detail. Now, if you are not on a Sunlounger and you are at home right now, two things might come to mind as we go through the meditation. One is to remember a place that you love, your favorite holiday destination, as we go through the meditation. Alternatively, the other thing that might happen is that you can just imagine. You can imagine what being in your favorite holiday spot would feel like right now. And that's all we've got to do. No need to worry, to overthink it. You're just going to follow the guidance of my voice. And wherever you are, just tune into the way that you're breathing. Notice the inhale. And notice the exhale. See if you can make the inhale through the nose and the exhale through the nose. You could have one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest, or both hands on your belly. See how it feels. You can let the hands start to settle beside you or back into your lap. And we're going to count the breath backwards from 10 to 1, like this. 10, belly rises. 10, belly falls. 9, belly rises. 9, belly falls. Keep saying the words and numbers mentally to yourself as you count all the way down to 1. If you make a mistake, just go back to 10 and start again. If you make it all the way to 1, just go back to 10 and start again. Beautiful stillness, everybody. You can start to let go of counting the breath. Now, wherever you are in the world, or wherever you are imagining you are in the world, start to pay attention to what you can feel on your skin right now. Maybe there's different temperatures, textures, different pressure from whatever is underneath you. Maybe there's a few beads of sweat trickling on the skin. Maybe you can feel the salty sea slightly evaporating on your skin. What can you feel on your skin right now? Taking your awareness to anything you can taste. What can you taste in your mouth? Maybe there's a sweet sensation from your favorite ice cream. Or there's a cool that's come from an ice cold drink you just had a slurp of. Where can you feel those sensations in your mouth? What can you taste? And what can you smell? Are there any particular smells calling for your attention? Maybe you can pick up a hint of chlorine from a swimming pool, or maybe the waft of coconut from someone having a drink, or the faint whiff of a barbecue a little further away. What can you smell? What are all the different scents that you can pick up? And how far away can you smell them? And where does the scent stop? What can you smell? Taking your attention now to what you can see. Maybe the gaze is cast down, you're staring at something, letting the gaze, the focus go blurry, or maybe you're somewhere you have your eyes closed. You might feel heat on the back of your eyelids or shade from your sunglasses. What shapes, what colours, what patterns, what textures are playing out on your eyelids? And how are you seeing them if your eyes are closed? What can you see? we take our attention to anything that we can hear. What are the sounds that you are picking up, imaginary or real? Can you hear other people, or are you alone? Can you hear birds or insects? Can you hear the rolling rhythm beaten out by the waves of the sea? Again, how far away are you picking up sound from? And can you pick up the very closest sound? Maybe something inside your ear. And then can you start to turn down all the sound? Just start to let it get quieter and quieter, like you have a giant volume control dial. You're turning it down. In fact, all of the information coming from your senses are getting quieter and quieter, turning the sound down, turning the senses down. Allowing yourselves to take a slightly deeper, longer inhale and a longer exhale. As you inhale, start to inspire life into your bodies, wiggling fingers, wiggling toes. As you exhale, release into wrists, release into ankles. Maybe head can roll from side to side. On an inhale, let the arms come up above the head. Find a lovely stretch. And release the hands all the way down to rest beside you or in your lap. If you're lying down, you might want to roll onto your side to push yourself up to seated. going to bring our hands together and start to vigorously rub the palms together. Get some really nice heat in between those hands. And cup the whole of your eye sockets with those warm palms. Let it be dark, let it be warm. You can start to blink the eyes open behind the hands. Let light come in through the cracks of the hands and the fingers. And then slowly bring your hands back to a prayer. Thank you so much for joining me for our Sunlounger meditation. Wherever you are in the world today, hope you have a beautiful rest of it. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining us for our Westside Wellbeing at One gang. I'm Harriette. Jamie will be here next week with some Pilates, and we have hundreds of videos that you can choose from. If you want something more active, if you want something to stretch out a little bit more, have a little look through the catalogue. And what was I going to say? Subscribe, like, drop some comments below. Tell us what you like, tell us what you want more of, and we will endeavour to do our best to accommodate it. Thank you so much, guys. Take care.